County, 2 people were shot at the Sacramento Sikh Society Temple on Bradshaw Road. Officials say that they are still searching for a third person. At this point, officials say there is no threat to the public. This did start as a fight between 3 people who knew each other. We know 2 men are now in critical condition. The shooting happened during the Sikh Society's first Nagar Kirtan parade, and thousands of people were at that temple when the gunshots first rang out. Live Copter 3 is flying over the area right now. You can still see a large law enforcement presence and caution tape that is still up. We did just hear from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, and they said hundreds of law enforcement officers are there right now. We do know that the shooting happened on Temple grounds right around 2:30 today. And we have live team coverage for you with multiple crews at the scene right now. We'll check in with Lizay Mitri in just a moment. But first, we want to go to Orko Manna right now. Orko, we know you did just finish speaking one-on-one with the Sheriff's Office. What is the very latest from them?
Yeah, the latest from them is that this is still a very active investigation. As you mentioned, this happened right around 2:30. We're right outside of the temple grounds, and you can see that officers and investigators are still blocking off the whole area of the temple here. You can see that caution tape up and all those flashing lights. We do have a little more information as to what specifically happened in the shooting. We are told that 2 men were arguing. They got into a fight with each other. Then one of those men were calling suspect 1 shot the friend of the other person. That friend went down, and then we're told that other person, we're calling suspect 2, shot at suspect 1, and suspect 1 fell down, but then that second suspect ran away from the scene here. So again, 3 people were involved, we're told by the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. 3 people who were part of this community were involved in this, and we are told that it's likely that all 3 of those people knew each other. The 2 people that were shot, again, suspect 1 and victim 1, were taken to the hospital, and they are in critical condition right now at last check. And the other suspect, we're told, is still out there right now. The Sheriff's Office says that they are canvassing the area, that they are talking to the thousands of people who are still out here, who were just trying to enjoy a celebration here. You can see again all these people still here even after the shooting because of this celebration that was happening at the Sikh Temple. There was a parade. You can see this vehicle here where we just saw minutes ago that people were bringing in holy books to the temple because they did not want to stop their celebrations. They wanted to continue this gathering, which we're told, again, thousands of people out here at one point, still several people here, but again, 3 people involved in this shooting. 1 person who was one of the shooters is in the hospital in critical condition right now. The other shooter, we're told, is still out there. The deputies are still looking for them. So again, we are waiting to hear more about any descriptions. We just know that everyone involved, all 3 people, the 2 shooters and the 1 innocent victim in all this, they were 20 to 30 years old, 20s or 30s here, and males. So that's all that we have right now. We're trying to gather more information, but again, 3 people involved in this. 2 people fired their weapons and 2 people were shot. So again, it's still very active. As I mentioned, a lot of crime scene investigators out here, a lot of members of the community out here still talking with those detectives, trying to piece this all together. So again, we're going to check back in with you in a little bit once we have a little more information. But for now, reporting live in Sacramento, Orko Manna, KCRA 3 News. Orko, you can understand the concern. This was supposed to be a celebration and turned into something so scary. But thanks for that information. We'll check back in with you tonight at 6 as well. We want to check in now with KCRA 3's Lizay Mitri, who is live at a different area of the scene. And Lizay, you spoke with people who were there the moment that gunfire broke out. What are they telling you?
I did. I mean, we were out here covering the parade when it happened, so we did talk to witnesses. We are on Bradshaw Road, just outside the Sikh Temple, so we can give you a bit of a wider look at this scene that compared to what you saw from Orko, and you can see still how many people are milling about after the event from earlier. We were here minutes after deputies first arrived. Like we mentioned, we spoke with witnesses. Here's a look at this scene from earlier. First responders swarmed the scene after reports of a shooting at the Sikh Temple in Sacramento off Bradshaw Road south of Gurdwara.
I just heard like gunshots I was here, so I'm a nurse, so I just felt like I should go and check. I just ran over there and I just saw a person, two people laying on the floor, male, about 20 year or 22 or so. So I just took my scarf off and then wrapped his neck around. I'm sorry, I can't speak. It's kind of hard for me. So I just covered his neck with my scarf. So ask other people to move a little bit so he can get some air.
Sonia Carr says she heard 4 to 5 gunshots, and she was just one of many witnesses here.
Right in the middle, right by the fountain.
Samir Khan also saw the 2 people shot.
When we walked across, we seen 2 people on the ground. One guy got shot in the neck, another guy got shot in the head.
A shooting in the midst of what was supposed to be a celebration for the Sikh community, the first of its kind here at this Sacramento Temple. A massive parade that started at about 11:30 this morning, shutting down surrounding streets. With an estimated 10,000 people participating, sharing food and drinks with one another, coming together as a community before the shots rang out.
I'm feeling so sad and seriously very disappointed. Like, I have no words to say. This is a very religious, event. We come here to bow our head in front of our Guruji, And then our community is very lovable, careable community. I don't know where these people come from, seriously. It's very disappointing, very, very disappointing. I'm so sad, seriously.
And this is a live look at the scene right now. You can see one of the floats that was in that parade. The celebration as a whole was originally scheduled to be ending at about 5 o'clock. But for many, it came to an end much earlier, unfortunately, because of the turn of events here. Live here in Sacramento County, Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 News.
And you can hear just how disappointed these people are that this event turned into something like this. Lizzie, you were out covering the parade today. A lot of city officials in attendance. What did they have to say?
Yeah, well, before the shooting happened, we had talked to City Council member Lisa Kaplan. The Elk Grove Mayor Bobby Singh Allen was here. She is Sikh. This was supposed to be a celebration of, the diversity, a rich diversity here in the area, celebrating the growing Sikh community. And this parade was organized just months after the unveiling of this new, much larger temple that was going to replace the old one that they had just outgrown. So, as you mentioned, yeah, people are just very upset to see that this is how it's all ended.
Lizzie, thank you so much for your coverage. We're so glad that you and Jack out there are safe. Just seeing how many thousands of people were there. The Sacramento County Sheriff's Office is now saying that the community is safe, the public is safe. This was targeted, but just seeing how many people were out there, it could have definitely been a lot worse. We appreciate your reporting. Be safe.
Yeah, it sounds like they got out there quickly and were able to get on it right away. So we're thankful for that. We're continuing to follow the latest developments online. You can pull out your phone right now and scan this QR code. You're going to find a timeline of the shooting and the full interview from local law enforcement. We have all of that on our website, kcra.com.